Hi everyone, today I have a Xiaomi Mi 9 with a cracked screen. You can see a tiny crack just under the front glass and a shattered camera lens. These are the parts we're gonna change today and restore this phone back to working condition. Thanks for joining, let's jump right in. I'll remove the SIM tray and start heating up the back of the phone with my heat gun. I'll also use a suction cup to help me lift the back glass so my plastic pick can get inside, after which I slowly go around the frame until the back glass is loosened enough to take it off. And there we go, nice and easy. I really like how the wireless charging coil is exposed. Next, we unscrew. With the screws out, we can take off the plastic bracket with the wireless coil and also take off the camera lenses. Here you can see the extent of the damage on that lens. Now we can disconnect the battery and the display flex. Next is the bottom bracket. It has a cable connected to it, which we have to disconnect. Now it's time to remove the battery because we need to have access to the display flex. The battery has pull tabs. I've decided to go with the save method and use tweezers to avoid breaking them. And like that, the battery is out too. Turning the phone over, I start using heat on the display assembly and the suction cup again. The display is very strongly adhered, so if you have to take off a working display for some reason, it will most likely break. With the display off, I start removing the old adhesive from the frame, and I also remove the earpiece mesh because the new display doesn't have it. Now I can clean with isopropyl alcohol both the frame and the earpiece mesh, which was quite dirty. Now we can test the screen. I'm gonna roughly place it in the frame and connect it. I'll also place the bottom bracket and connect that, as well as the battery, and we can try turning on the phone. Looks like the battery is dead, so after connecting a cable, we see the display turns on. After leaving it to charge for a while, we can start testing if the touchscreen is working as it should. I didn't want to go through the setup just now, so I'll just keep my finger on the screen and move it all around, and it looks like everything is working just fine, so we can move on. Now I'll just take everything out again. If you want to check out more of my videos, you can click on the pop-up banner above to see my phone restorations playlist. And if you enjoyed the video so far, hit that like and subscribe button. I release videos like this every week. Thanks! Now I just have to reattach the earpiece mesh. I'll just use a drop of liquid adhesive on each side and try to center it as best as I can. The new display has no adhesive, so I'll have to add some myself. I'll use liquid adhesive here as well, all around the frame, just to be sure it won't fall off. Carefully aligning the screen with the frame, I start to press it down on all sides and use some rubber bands to keep the pressure on. Okay, so now with that part out of the way, we can focus our attention to the camera lenses. So I'll have to remove the old lenses and clean up any remaining adhesive. I'll use a Q-tip with alcohol to do that, and it will also clean any dirt that got inside. I have no idea why I had that plastic lid in my hand the whole time. Apparently it didn't bother me. Anyway, I'll use liquid adhesive again, very small amounts, and fix the new lenses in place. Everything looks great, we can move on to the back glass. I'll remove the old adhesive from this part as well. It took a while, so I skipped most of it. Now I can clean the camera because a lot of dust and dirt got through that hole. After that, I can remove the rubber bands and start the reassembly. I'll place the lens assembly in its place and connect it and the screen as well. Next is our battery. I'll use some standard double-sided adhesive to stick it back. It will stay in place, but it will be much easier to remove in the future. And after connecting the cable back to the bottom bracket, it's time to screw back all the brackets. I'll degrease the frame with alcohol and start applying liquid adhesive. After that, we can place the back glass back on the phone. I'm again applying pressure all around and use rubber bands. While the adhesive is still somewhat soft, I'll try removing any excess with alcohol and then let it cure for a while longer. After the adhesive is cured, I can start cleaning everything and make the phone look as best as possible. Last week I restored the Samsung Galaxy J5 2017 with the help of an AI. If you want to see that video, you can click on the pop-up banner above. I had a blast making that video and I hope you will too. Also, leave a comment about what you think of this restoration. I'd love to see your feedback. After removing the screen protective film, I'm cleaning the excess adhesive from the frame and give the phone a final wipe before turning it on. The phone still has MIUI 10, which means it hasn't been used in many years. I'll just go through the setup process and give the phone a final test. But there we have it, everybody. Another successful restoration. The phone had a cracked screen and a hole through the camera lens, but we changed those and made the phone look amazing again. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos. If you enjoyed watching this restoration, please hit that like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss any of my uploads. Also, share the video with your friends and comment down below. Let's grow this channel together. That's it from me. Hope you have an amazing day. See you next time. Bye.